Hey guys, so I'm on my way in and it's my last day. So it's starting to set in okay. I'm this is my last day of my job. I've got to figure out what I'm going to do because I have to pay my bills. So I'm meeting with my business advisor on Monday and we're going to go over the house call stuff. And get that going. I need to get my LLC and all that stuff going. And then I've got I need to make some phone calls this weekend and get an estimate on the van and get an insurance estimate, and I think that was really it. I think I got everything else together because I was working on it last weekend, but this weekend's been really crazy. Today I'm going in, I have to be there at 8 and I'm probably not leaving until after 6 because I have a million dogs to groom, and then I have to pack all my stuff up, and I've been trying to develop a game plan in my head on how I'm going to do that. I have a lot of shear cases and stuff, so at least they can be in that, and then I think I have enough clipper cases that I can fit all my clippers in there. But I'm going to have to start figuring out, too, how I'm going to carry those kind of things with me. Because I probably will carry both my Riviera and my Andis Wholesale Eye. Because that way if one dies on me, I have the other one. So, and I'm talking about for home grooming. But yeah, I'll probably do that. But anyway, yeah, as for packing my stuff up today, I'm worried about my blades, because I have a little case for the blades, but it only fits in about half of my blades. So there's a bunch more that are just in a drawer right now that I'm gonna have to figure something out for, because they can't ride home in that drawer. So yeah, it's all sinking in. I'm oh my god, I'm not gonna lie, now I'm getting really nervous. I'm oh my god, I just quit my job. But here's I don't. Okay, a lot of the videos I make, I just spout it off and I never listen to it back, and it's just what you you just get my train of thought. So I don't really remember if I talked about all the reasons that I wanted to quit. I mean, you guys know I just wasn't happy there and all that, but a big part of it was that the shop was getting really fucking busy, and I was there so much. I mean, there's so many days that I was pretty much 8 to 5 every single day. And when I get home from a day like that, I'm just so beat that I just don't want to do anything. So what was happening is that I just wasn't working on my business plan, and I wasn't trying to get anything together or anything like that, because I'd push it off on the weekends. But then, by the time I'd reach the weekends, I'd be so exhausted, I just wanted to, lay there and do nothing all weekend. So I knew if I quit and I didn't have work as an excuse to lay around and be lazy, that I would have to, I'm the type that I'm not going to let myself lay there and be lazy. So, I knew that would push me to figure the rest out. So that's why I just went out on a limb and was just fuck it, I'm quitting. And I'm really glad that I did. I just think it's going to be the best move for me. I was so burnt out working for somebody that didn't appreciate me, and I do think over these last 2 weeks, my boss and everybody, they were super nice to me. There was no awkwardness or anything like that. So I appreciate that. But I mean, just to be flat out honest, I was a little offended maybe that nobody even tried to fight me on leaving. Because I'm the only groomer in the building. It's a very low volume daycare. Their capacity is 25, which if you haven't done daycare, when I worked at Camp Bow Wow, we had 5 play yards, and the capacity was 25 dogs per yard. So one person would be watching the 25 dogs. The place I'm at, they couldn't, honestly, they've said their capacity is 25, but they could not safely have 25 dogs in that building. Their capacity, I would say they get anywhere from 8 to maybe 16 dogs in a day. So basically what I'm getting at is their daycare doesn't bring in a ton of money. They do a thing that every Friday, pretty much every dog gets in for free, because if you come Monday through Thursday and pay the daycare fee, then you get Friday for free. So basically today, I'm trying to think, maybe 1 or 2 dogs will pay for daycare, if that, and then they have to pay all their employees. So anyway, the daycare is not their moneymaker, the grooming is, and I'm their only groomer, and I was bringing them in a lot of fucking money and a lot of clients, and I was busting my ass for them. So when I put my notice in, I would be lying if I said I didn't expect that they were going to give me an offer, and I wasn't going to take it. It's not that, but it was just like, you know, them giving me an offer, at least, like, you know, saying anything about me leaving would have, like, at least shown me a little bit that they cared that I was there. But they haven't. They've just been like, you know, like I said, polite, and, you know, they were like, you know, we wish you the best of luck and stuff like that, but definitely no, like, and I mean, I'm not trying to say like I'm the best groomer in the world or anything, but I am realistic, and I know how hard it is to not only just find a groomer, but to find a person that can work with dogs, period. It is so hard to find somebody that's the right fit, that can work with dogs, that's not too rough with them, or, you know, afraid of them, or whatever it may be. You know, there's always, it's really just hard to find good employees for dog world. So anyway, I guess part of me thought maybe that they would, like, you know, want to fight me a little bit on leaving. And like I said, not that it really would have done anything, but it would have made me feel a little bit like, okay, maybe they did appreciate me in the end, and maybe I would have thought about, like, humoring them if they ever wanted to, like, shoot me an offer or something, you know what I mean? But, like, I don't know. I think the universe, there's a lot of blessing in disguises that have happened to me, that, like, something didn't happen the way that I really wanted it to happen, and then in the end, it ended up, like, I'm so glad it didn't work out that way that I really wanted it to. Like, I have examples, but I don't really want to, like, some of them are, like, they're related to grooming. It's like, you know, I was going to work, like, with a company, and then it didn't work out, and I was, like, really bummed about it, and then I found out, like, people that were working with that company were having a lot of issues, or, you know, stuff like that. It'll be things like that. So it'll, like, at the time, it will seem, like, disappointing in a way, but then it will work out in the end that it was better for me to not do that thing anyway. So, like I said, I think it's a blessing in disguise, because if they really were nice and maybe gave me a good enough offer, maybe I would have stayed, and that would have pushed back my business. And that really, my business being pushed back was the number one reason I quit, because I knew if I didn't have a business or income that I would have to figure something out, and I'm the type that I will. So I had to just push myself and be like, girl, you just gotta do it. And that's where we're at right now. So, you know, it's overwhelming, but I've also had so much going on in the grooming industry that I'm so excited about that I think it will balance out. I'm working really fucking hard on getting better at grooming. I've been having some people behind the scenes, like, showing me stuff, and I can tell, like, a difference already, and I'm just getting started, and I still have so much to show me, but, like, I can tell, like, just with each little step that I get a little bit better, and it's so satisfying, and I'm really excited about that. And that's been the one good thing about being so busy this week, is I've been practicing like hell. I've been doing so many haircuts and stuff. I've been practicing everything that I've learned. And I'm the type that, like, I like to see it, and then I have to do it, and then I got it, you know? So, like, I like videos, and then I like to do whatever the video says, like, right then, and, like, really get it solid in my head, and I just got it, you know? So, it's been really, like I said, really satisfying, like, seeing the progress, and I'm really excited about that, and it's making me feel more confident, too, because going out on my own, I'm raising prices like a bitch, dude. Like, I can't, like, the stuff I've been charging, like, I have some Shih Tzus that I'm doing full haircuts on for $30 because I just didn't have, like, when I started, I didn't have the confidence to charge what I was probably worth. So I just started charging like so little, and then I was always afraid to raise my prices. So I, like, seriously, I have some that are like $30. But then, like, the other day I had some new clients, and they were super matted, but the dogs were really cute and they were sweet and everything, and I got them done, and they were really cute. But the one was like a little teeny tiny thing, and the other one was like a little bit bigger, like a medium-sized dog. Maybe not medium-sized. He's probably still in the small category, but he's like a doodly thing. Anyway, I charged $45 for the smaller one and $50 for the bigger one, because they both had some matting on it, and like the parents never even blinked at it. Like, they were just like, cool. And it like hit me, and that's still not like as much as I probably will be charging. And it like hit me. I was like, see, you're over here, you're so scared to like charge people for things, and then like when you do, like, people don't even question it, you know? And it's not like my prices are unfair. Like I said, $30 for a Shih Tzu was like pretty much, it was me giving it away. Because here's the thing, like, yeah, I can get that Shih Tzu done in like an hour and 10 minutes, but I only get half of that $30, so it's $15, and then I'm $10.99, so I have to pay my own taxes. And, you know, so when it's all said and done, if I made $10 off of that dog, you know, so anyway, I need to charge more. And I've had, you know, especially, and another thing I'm going to be doing, I'm not going to be taking big dogs anymore, because I would have to charge so much, and that's one thing I have had issues with at this shop, is like charging more for big dogs. I've had a lot of customers kind of fight me on it, and they don't realize, you know, like, say I charge $100 for your big dog that takes me 4 hours. Well, I get half of that, so that's $50. And then you divide the 50 by the 4 hours, so it's a little over $10 an hour, but then I still have to pay my taxes. And sometimes I'm barely making $7.25, if that, you know. So anyway, I have to pay myself better. So, and I listen to a lot of podcasts, and I listen to a lot of other groomers, and they always talk about that when you get rid of the ones that don't want to pay you, that you always end up bringing in more that will. So I'm hopeful for that, because I definitely need to start actually making some money and not giving away grooms for pretty much free anymore. So I'm excited for a lot of reasons. I have a lot of things I need to work on. I'm excited to hit the ground running on that tomorrow. I want to write up like my contracts, and maybe like start making a brochure, and kind of figuring out like my business cards and like all that stuff, like start getting all of that straight. And I'm even gonna sit down and like figure out like what I'm gonna say when I answer a phone, like how, like what I'm gonna say with the appointments and stuff, like, you know, what kind of stuff I need to write down whenever I take an appointment, and like all that stuff. Yeah, so I've got a lot of stuff I need to do, but in the end, it's going to be really awesome. So it'll be worth it. And I know, I've talked about this before, I think. The shop that I'm working at now, when I started, they had 6 people on a waiting list when I started, and that was it. And I think maybe 1 or 2 of those people off the waiting list ended up actually coming in. So, I've basically built this business from nothing. And now, almost 2 years later, like, we are busy as fuck. Like, not as busy as some people I see. Like, some people are booked a month out, and that's awesome. I stay booked about, like, a week or 2 out, like, solid. And a lot of my clients are the ones that call last minute, but I always have at least 1 week ahead, like, already pre-booked. And then the second week is usually, like, at least filling up spots, you know? So, it's definitely, like, steady. And it like, I think, too, if it were my thing and it was mobile or home groom, then I would have more people that I would already have pre-booked and set on a regular schedule. At the place I'm at, I don't actually get to see the customers very much. Like, a lot of times I'm in the back trying to work on something, so I don't get to talk with the customers, so I don't get to talk to them about pre-booking and, like, all of these things. So I think being able to have that one-on-one with the customers is going to make a big difference, too. So, yeah, definitely a lot to think about. I've just been trying to wrap my head around everything. And then even, like, with, like, YouTube and stuff, I'm still, like, you know, I was so used to just having, like, a few followers for so long. And now it's, like, I have these moments of, like, wait, like, not like a lot, but like a good number of people watch me now, and that's crazy to me. It's still like, just to wrap my head around it, it's just so crazy. And the help that I've had and the people that have reached out to me, it's all insane. Like, it's hard to even wrap my head around any of it. So I don't know, I'm just gonna keep being myself. That's all I really can do. So I don't know. It's something I've worried about. Like, I'm like, I don't want to like blow up and like change as a person. But then again, I mean, you change every day. Like, I've changed so much. Like, even since March, whenever I put up like my first video, I've changed. And I mean, I am going to keep changing. But I don't want to be that person that like, I don't know, like changes in a bad way, that like people don't like me anymore. You know, I don't know. I think too, like having like not a bunch, but having more people watching me, I think is kind of like making me more nervous. Like, oh, well, what if I do something and then everybody doesn't want to watch me anymore or whatever? And it's like, I don't know, I guess maybe that could happen. But also, if I just keep being the person I am, then, you know, how bad could it be? I don't know. There's so much, you guys. I'm trying to like swallow all of this. Today is definitely a crazy day for me, and I'm so freaking busy that this is like the only time I'm really gonna have today to like think about all of this and be like, holy shit, like you got so much going on and lots of big awesome things happening. I'm going to that Fox Defy retreat next month. I'm going to Joshua Morales and Kenichi Nagasaki's seminar next month. In October sometime. October 16th, maybe? I don't remember. There was 2. And one was like on a Wednesday that you had paid for, and then the other one's like this weekend. It's on Sunday. I think you can get on it for free, so look into that if you're interested. It's on like facials, or I think it said exfoliating facials or something like that. I'm kind of interested in it. I saw it was free, so I was like, screw it, I'll sign up. It's like Groomer Society, I think is what his is called. So go check that out if you're interested. I try to, any free education like that, I do try to be a part of. Sometimes I'm starting to get more into Facebook. I need to like get a little bit more on a schedule with Facebook too, because there are like, I know the grooming professors and I know the Groom Pod, sometimes I think they do Facebook stuff, and it seems like there's more groomers that do like Facebook lives and stuff where they talk about things, and I need to find more of those and make sure I'm like on there for that, because I do want to, like, I'm always trying to learn more. So anyway, those things are coming up. And yeah, I mean, it's just been like so much. I'm just like trying to wrap my head around everything. I keep saying that, but that's where my head has been, is like, I'm just like, almost like feel like I'm in a dream in a way. I gotta get better about saying, I need to start saying, I have somebody helping me with like social media stuff too, and that's what they said. I don't know if I'm supposed to talk about it or not, who it is, so I'm not going to give them away, but they were giving me some advice on that, because I know I say like an a lot, and they were like, if you can switch it from an to an that's better. And I was like, okay. So I've been trying to be more aware of that, but I also forget, so trying to break that habit. See? I say it a lot too, but hey, I caught that one. So yeah, there it is again. I am almost to Starbucks, so I think I'm gonna hop off here before this video gets too long, but I just wanted to kind of get some of my thoughts out of my head, because I'm definitely, like I said, I'm hitting that nervous point of like, okay, you better figure something out quick, girl, because you got bills to pay for. There it is again. I'm just, I don't know. So, is like a nervous thing, and I definitely am nervous. I just, trying to mentally prepare myself for all of this, you know? Anyway, I'm rambling at this point, but thank you guys always for watching. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you for coming along in this journey with me, like, all of you, especially that have been here from the very beginning. I'm sure this is probably just as crazy for you as it is for me, because I know a lot of you guys have been watching me since I was getting like 10, 20 views per video, and you know, it's kind of crazy. I'm still, like, my brain still thinks that's how many views I'm getting. And then I'll post a video and it'll get like 50 views, and I'm like, oh geez, like, I made a video the other day and I forgot to put a bra on for like the whole thing, and I like even talked about it. That's like another thing. You guys, like, some stuff, like, because like I said, this is like just like my stream of thought. Some stuff I say, I go back later and I'm like, why did you say that? That's so embarrassing. But like, okay, so like the bra thing, like, I knew that I thought to myself, I was like, you need to put a bra on before you do this video. So I went and I grabbed the bra and I thought I put it on, and then like when I was almost done with the video, I looked over and saw it on the counter, and I was like, well, that didn't happen. So anyway, and then I was like, well, I have to say something about it, because surely somebody is like thinking it, so I have to fucking talk about it. So I like did that, and then like later my friend Melanie said something about it, like how I said something about not wearing a bra, and I was like, God, I'm so fucking embarrassing. Why did I do that to myself? I guess, like, but what is I gonna do? Like, re-record the whole video? I'd have to, like, take all my makeup off and start over. So it's like, I mean, we're just in it now. Like, it's too late. So, God, but why do I say that shit? I've had a couple times that people are like, oh my God, you said this in your video. And I'm like, oh my God, I probably shouldn't have said that. Like, oh my God. Well, at least you guys know I'm honest. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. I love you guys so much. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.